Oh hi! Welcome to another video of my Flooded City Let's Build series with me, Cold Oatmeal. Now last time we built up this little raft here. That's the home of a scavenger in this post-apocalyptic world that we're building. It would have everything, that our little scavenger would need. It's got a little fishing station for food, a little shelter here with his bed and his chest. But if you're interested more in this build, I'd check out my last video if you have not seen it. Now today though, we're going to be doing something a little bit bigger. Well, last time we started small and tried to nail down some of the designs and atmosphere that we'll be employing. Today we're going to paint with some large, broad strokes. Firstly, I need to do a little bit of underwater terraforming. So if you look out this way, I have several pillars marking out the area that I want to lower by about 20 or so blocks, and it stretches pretty far out here. This way I can have taller skyscrapers that don't stick out too far from the water, and that way I'll be able to have the sort of scale that I'm hoping to achieve here. Now once that's done, we can start to develop our skyline in today's episode. So when we're ready to get started on that, I'll bring it back and I can give you some ideas of how that is going to work. And we're back. Now, looking out over the water, it doesn't actually look all that different unless I have night vision. But that's alright though, because it's going to make it a lot easier to build with the sort of scale that I want. You aren't supposed to see everything that's going on under the surface here, but I do want it to feel incredibly deep once you dive down in to scavenge for resources and whatnot. I'm not totally done on terraforming and detailing the seabed here, of course, but this is good enough to get us kind of started on the next phase of what we're going to do. Now, as you can see, I've laid out a bit of a grid here to plan what happens next. These are where my city blocks are going to be, and the roads as well kind of going crisscrossing between here. That way I'm not, placing down a skyscraper where a road is supposed to be, because that's what we're doing next. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we're building with kind of large, broad strokes today. Just like how I've only shaped out the bottom of the ocean here, I want to shape out the skyline for our city, get kind of the height of the skyscrapers and the placements figured out. In order to make it simpler to figure out the kind of large general shape I'm going for the skyline, I'm going to build with more simple shapes and materials. For now, I just want to lay out the rough size and placements of my largest buildings, so they'll mostly be just large and rectangular blocks. I'm not going to do a lot of the detailing and the more interesting shapes. But later I can go back and tweak everything and make it more, interesting and a finished product. I'll also just be building with white concrete because it's completely blank and featureless as a block, and it won't really distract from the larger image that we're going for. I don't want the extra noise to distract. So later when I'm actually building each building individually, I can change all the blocks out for what I want, and I may not even use white concrete at all. This is just so I can focus on the big kind of general picture for now. All right, without any further ado, let's place some blocks. Well, I think that's just about going to wrap it up for today. I'm fairly satisfied with the skyline that we're able to scratch out here, and I think this will give us a good place to work from as we continue to develop our city here. Any of this is prone to change, of course, but we've got our framework and our baseline figured out. I think next time we'll come and work on maybe this skyscraper over here, and we'll fully build it out top to bottom, at least on the outside. Maybe I'll do some interiors as well. That way we'll be able to really see what the finished project is going to look like. If you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss that video when it comes out. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and thank you all again for your kind words in the comments. It really does mean a lot to me. See you next time.